Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Strength is not always physical. It is not defined by how much weight you can lift or how loud your voice can echo in a crowd. True strength is quiet. It's resilient. It's determined. And it's often found in the shadows of adversity. Tonight, I want to talk to you about the 7 signs that show you are a very strong person. The first sign is emotional resilience. Life throws punches, and strong people learn how to take them and keep moving. It doesn't mean they don't feel pain. It means they don't let pain define them. They rise, time and time again. The second sign is self-awareness. Strong people know who they are, and they are not afraid to own their flaws and embrace their strengths. They don't waste time trying to be someone they're not, because they've learned that authenticity is their greatest power. The third sign is empathy. Contrary to what some may think, strong people are deeply compassionate. They understand that strength is not about overpowering others, but about lifting them up. They listen, they care, and they extend kindness, even in moments of personal struggle. The fourth sign is the ability to set boundaries. Strong people know when to say no. They understand that protecting their peace, their time, and their energy is not selfish. It's essential. They don't let others drain them, and they prioritize their well-being. The fifth sign is adaptability. When life changes, strong people pivot. They don't cling to what was, they embrace what is. Change doesn't intimidate them. It motivates them to grow, to evolve, to learn. The sixth sign is forgiveness. This is not about forgetting, but about letting go. Strong people understand that holding on to grudges only weighs them down. They release the pain, not for the sake of others, but to free themselves. Finally, the seventh sign is a relentless drive to keep growing. Strong people are never content with staying stagnant. They chase growth, not because they're dissatisfied with who they are, but because they know they can always become more. They push past fear, past doubt, and step boldly into the unknown. When people become considered, they tend to change. They chase pleasure, not pain. Life has a way of testing us in ways we never anticipate. Sometimes those tests come in the form of heartbreak, failure, loss, or challenges so heavy they feel impossible to bear. In these moments, it is easy to feel like giving up or breaking under the weight of it all. But what truly defines strength is not whether or not life hurts you. It's how you respond to that hurt. Resilience is the ability to withstand the storm and come out the other side, not untouched, but unbroken. Resilience is not about pretending that pain doesn't exist or acting as though nothing can affect you. In fact, strong people feel everything deeply. They grieve their losses, cry when they need to, and acknowledge the hardships they face. What sets them apart is their refusal to let those feelings and experiences control them or dictate the trajectory of their lives. They process their emotions, learn from their struggles, and then take the next step forward, no matter how difficult it may be. When adversity strikes, resilient individuals focus on what they can control rather than dwelling on what they can't. They understand that life isn't fair and that challenges are inevitable, but they don't waste time complaining or blaming others. Instead, they channel their energy into finding solutions, adapting to new circumstances, and moving forward with determination. This mindset allows them to face even the most daunting obstacles with courage and resolve. Resilient people also know the importance of leaning on others when necessary. They are not afraid to ask for help or seek support during tough times. Strength doesn't mean standing alone. It means knowing when to reach out and surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Resilience often grows in the context of community, where shared experiences and mutual understanding provide the foundation for healing and recovery. Strength is a foundation for healing and recovery. Furthermore, resilient individuals don't shy away from challenges. They embrace them. They see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. They understand that every difficulty they overcome makes them stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever comes next. They approach life with a mindset that says, "This too shall pass," and they keep moving forward, knowing that brighter days lie ahead. True resilience is not about never falling down. It's about the strength to get back up every single time. It's the quiet determination to keep going, even when the road is rough, and the belief that no matter how hard things get, they have the power to rise above. One of the strongest indicators of true inner strength is self-awareness. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about deeply understanding who you are, the good, the bad, and everything in between, and owning it. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which strength is built, because when you know yourself, you can navigate life with confidence, purpose, and authenticity. Self-aware individuals understand their strengths and weaknesses. They don't shy away from their flaws, nor do they let those flaws define them. Instead, they acknowledge areas for improvement and actively work on them. At the same time, they embrace their strengths without arrogance, recognizing the unique qualities that make them who they are. This balance allows them to move through life with a sense of clarity and purpose, unshaken by the opinions or judgments of others. This is truly the best way to succeed and approach life with a sense of clarity and purpose, unshaken by the opinions or judgments of others. Strong people are not afraid to face the truth about themselves, even when it's uncomfortable. They look inward with honesty and reflection, examining their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to better understand why they act the way they do. This level of introspection requires courage, because it often reveals vulnerabilities and insecurities. But rather than running from these truths, self-awareness individuals use them as tools for growth. Acceptability and motivation are vulnerabilities and insecurities. But rather than running from these truths, self-awareness individuals use them as tools for growth. They see their imperfections not as barriers, but as opportunities to become better. Self-awareness also allows strong people to make intentional choices. When you know who you are, you're better equipped to align your decisions with your values, goals, and priorities. You don't waste time trying to be someone you're not, or chasing things that don't truly matter to you. Instead, you live authentically, guided by an inner compass that keeps you grounded and focused on what's most important. Moreover, self-awareness fosters emotional intelligence. Strong individuals recognize how their emotions influence their actions and relationships. They understand the power of managing their feelings constructively, whether it's pausing before reacting in anger or expressing gratitude and love when the moment calls for it. This awareness strengthens their connections with others and enhances their ability to communicate, empathize, and resolve conflicts effectively. In a world that constantly pressures people to conform and compare, self-aware individuals stand out. They are unapologetically themselves, secure in their identity, and resilient in the face of criticism or doubt. Their strength lies in their authenticity, their ability to show up as who they truly are, no matter the circumstances. But what about the people in your lives? They are people too, aren't you? She said. Empathy is one of the most profound signs of inner strength. At its core, empathy is the ability to deeply understand and connect with the feelings and experiences of others. It's not about fixing someone's problems or agreeing with everything they say. It's about being present, truly listening, and showing that you care. Contrary to the misconception that empathy is a weakness, it is actually one of the most powerful forms of strength, as it requires vulnerability, patience, and a willingness to see the world through someone else's eyes. Strong people recognize that empathy begins with listening, not just hearing the words, but truly understanding the emotions and thoughts behind them. They create a safe space for others to express themselves without fear of judgment or dismissal. This kind of active listening isn't passive. It requires focus, intention, and an open mind. By giving their full attention, empathetic individuals show others that their feelings and experiences matter, which in itself is an act of strength. In this way, preparation for excellence and dedication to wellness, an act of strength, is an object. Empathy also demands vulnerability. To truly connect with someone else's struggles or joys, you must be willing to access your own emotions and memories. This can be uncomfortable, as it often means revisiting your own pain or confronting truths about yourself. Yet, strong people understand that this process is essential for genuine connection. They are disciplined and creative. They are willing to let their guard down, not because they are weak, but because they know that vulnerability is the foundation of meaningful relationships. In addition, empathetic individuals use their understanding of others' feelings to offer support in ways that are thoughtful and considerate. They don't impose their own solutions or perspectives, but instead meet people where they are. This level of care and sensitivity requires emotional intelligence and a deep understanding of human nature. It's not about saying the right thing. It's about being present, showing kindness, and letting others know they are not alone. It took time and education to learn these tools and to understand them and become a... Empathy is also a source of strength because it fosters unity and collaboration. Strong people know that lifting others up doesn't diminish their own light, it amplifies it. By being empathetic, they create environments of trust and mutual respect, where everyone feels valued and understood. This ability to connect on a human level, even in the face of differences, is a rare and powerful quality. Lastly, empathy strengthens the empathetic person themselves. By understanding and supporting others, strong individuals gain perspective, wisdom, and a deeper appreciation for life's complexities. They realize that everyone is carrying their own burdens, and this understanding fuels their compassion and resolve to make the world a little better, one act of kindness at a time. One of the most powerful signs of inner strength is the ability to set and maintain boundaries. At first glance, this may seem simple, but it requires profound self-awareness, courage, and determination. Strong individuals understand that boundaries are not about shutting people out or being selfish. They are about creating a framework to protect their energy, time, and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and, ultimately, a way to foster healthier and more balanced relationships. Boundaries begin with clarity. Strong people take the time to understand what they value, what they can tolerate, and what they need to thrive. They don't allow external pressures or expectations to dictate their limits. Instead, they reflect on what aligns with their goals and mental health. This self-awareness gives them the confidence to set boundaries that serve their well-being rather than succumbing to guilt or fear of disappointing others. Communicating boundaries requires courage and assertiveness. It's not always easy to say no or to express when something doesn't feel right, especially in a world that often encourages people to be overly accommodating. However, strong individuals know that protecting their peace sometimes means having difficult conversations. They approach these situations with respect and clarity, ensuring that their boundaries are expressed firmly yet kindly. They understand that how they communicate is just as important as what they communicate. Another hallmark of strong people is their ability to enforce their boundaries. It's one thing to set limits, it's another to hold them steady when they are tested. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. There's room for compromise in healthy relationships. But it does mean standing firm on what truly matters. Strong individuals know when to walk away from situations or people that continually disregard their limits. Why? They don't view this as an act of anger or retaliation, but as a necessary step to protect their own well-being. Setting boundaries also allows strong individuals to give more meaningfully to others. When their own needs are met, they can engage with people and situations from a place of abundance rather than depletion. They don't give out of obligation, but out of genuine care and intention. By setting boundaries, they ensure their energy is spent in ways that align with their values and priorities. Setting boundaries helps you inwardly because it reduces anxiety and impairs your emotional state and spiritual being. Ultimately, boundaries are a way to create balance and respect, not just for oneself, but for others. They teach people how to treat you and foster mutual understanding in relationships. Strong individuals know that by setting boundaries, they not only protect their own peace, but also encourage healthier dynamics with those around them. Adaptability is one of the clearest signs of strength because life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully you plan, there will always be moments when things don't go as expected. Whether it's a sudden change in circumstances, a new challenge, or an unexpected opportunity, being able to adjust and pivot without losing focus or determination is a hallmark of inner strength. Discernment requires buffeting. Strong individuals understand that adaptability is not about abandoning their goals or values, but about finding new ways to pursue them when the path ahead shifts. At the core of adaptability is a mindset of openness and flexibility. Strong people don't cling to rigid expectations or resist change out of fear. Instead, they view change as an inevitable part of life. They approach new situations with curiosity and a willingness to learn. This perspective allows them to see possibilities where others might only see obstacles. By embracing the unknown, they turn challenges into opportunities for growth and discovery. Resilient individuals also practice problem solving in the face of change. They don't waste time dwelling on what went wrong or lamenting the loss of what once was. Instead, They focus on what can be done in the present moment. They assess the new circumstances, identify their options, and take decisive action. This ability to think critically and act strategically ensures that they can navigate even the most uncertain situations with confidence and composure. Adaptability also requires letting go of control. Strong individuals understand that not everything is within their power to influence. They learn to accept what they cannot change and redirect their energy toward what they can. This balance of acceptance and action is what allows them to stay grounded and focused, even in the midst of chaos. It's not about giving up. It's about knowing where to direct their efforts for the greatest impact. Jonathan also taught me that success isn't the direction of the stream. It's about knowing where to direct their efforts for the greatest impact. Another key aspect of adaptability is resilience in the face of setbacks. Strong individuals recognize that change doesn't always yield immediate success or satisfaction. There may be failures and missteps along the way, but they don't let these deter them. Instead, they view setbacks as part of the process and use them as stepping stones to move forward. This perseverance ensures that they continue to grow and thrive, no matter the circumstances. Finally, adaptability fosters a sense of empowerment. By learning to navigate change, strong people develop a deep sense of trust in their ability to handle whatever life throws their way. This confidence allows them to approach the future with optimism and determination, knowing that no matter how things unfold, they have the strength and resilience to adapt and succeed. Forgiveness is one of the most profound and liberating acts of strength a person can demonstrate. It's often misunderstood as a sign of weakness or an acceptance of wrongdoing, but in truth, forgiveness requires immense courage, emotional maturity, and self-awareness. Strong individuals recognize that forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior or forgetting the pain inflicted upon them. Instead, it is about freeing themselves from the weight of anger, resentment, and bitterness that can hold them captive. Quote, "At its core, forgiveness begins with a decision, a choice to let go of the burden of negative emotions. Holding on to grudges may feel justified in the moment, especially when the hurt is deep, but over time, it drains emotional energy and clouds one's perspective. Strong people understand that clinging to anger does more harm to them than to the person who wronged them. By choosing forgiveness, they prioritize their own peace of mind and well-being over the desire for retribution or vindication. Forgiveness also requires empathy and understanding. Strong individuals are willing to look beyond their pain and consider the motivations, circumstances, or struggles of those who hurt them. This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior, but it does mean acknowledging the humanity of others. They understand that people are imperfect, often acting out of fear, insecurity, or their own unhealed wounds. By seeing others through this lens, strong individuals cultivate compassion and release the need to harbor hatred. Another crucial aspect of forgiveness is self-forgiveness. Strong individuals recognize that forgiving themselves for their own mistakes, failures, or shortcomings is just as important as forgiving others. They understand that self-compassion is a vital part of growth and healing. Rather than dwelling on guilt or regret, they learn from their experiences, make amends when necessary, and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Forgiveness also empowers individuals to reclaim control over their lives. When someone hurts you, it can feel as though they have taken something from you, your trust, your happiness, or your sense of security. By forgiving, strong individuals refuse to let that person or situation continue to dictate their emotions or actions. They take back their power by choosing to focus on their own healing and happiness, rather than remaining trapped in a cycle of pain. Ultimately, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about the one doing the forgiving. It's a gift they give to themselves, a way to let go of the past and create space for peace, joy, and personal growth. Strong individuals know that by releasing resentment, they free themselves to live more fully, unburdened by the weight of anger and pain. When forgiveness is free, they free themselves to live more fully, unburdened by the weight of anger and pain. A relentless drive to keep growing is one of the clearest indicators of true strength. Strong individuals understand that life is a journey of constant evolution and that stagnation is not an option. They are committed to becoming the best versions of themselves, not because they feel inadequate or incomplete, but because they recognize the endless potential for growth within them. This drive is fueled by curiosity, ambition, and an unwavering belief in their ability to improve. Strength is contagious. The less we spend, the more we become. One of the key aspects of this drive is a growth mindset, the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. Strong individuals embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats to their abilities. They don't fear failure because they understand it is an essential part of progress. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, they use them as stepping stones, learning from their mistakes and adjusting their approach. This mindset allows them to view every experience, whether positive or negative, as a chance to develop and refine their skills. My counsel is understanding failure as an opportunity. Strong individuals also seek out knowledge and new experiences with enthusiasm. They are lifelong learners who understand that personal growth often comes from stepping outside of their comfort zones. Whether it's learning a new skill, exploring unfamiliar perspectives, or facing fears head-on, they are willing to embrace discomfort for the sake of growth. This willingness to venture into the unknown not only broadens their horizons, but also builds their confidence and resilience. To identify this trait in yourself requires that you genuinely confront the truth about yourself and resilience. Another important aspect of this relentless drive is self-reflection. Strong people regularly evaluate their progress, assess their strengths and weaknesses, and set new goals for themselves. They are not afraid to ask tough questions or confront uncomfortable truths about their own behavior and choices. This introspection allows them to identify areas for improvement and take deliberate steps toward becoming better. What sets strong individuals apart is their ability to balance ambition with patience. They understand that growth takes time and that meaningful change doesn't happen overnight. They are willing to put in the hard work, stay consistent, and remain disciplined in their efforts. They also celebrate small wins along the way, acknowledging progress and using it as motivation to keep moving forward. This relentless drive to grow is not just about personal achievement. It's about making a positive impact on the world. Strong individuals recognize that their growth benefits not only themselves, but also those around them. They strive to inspire, uplift, and contribute to the lives of others, knowing that true strength lies in the ability to bring about meaningful change for the greater good. Strength is often misconstrued as something loud and overt, a show of force or dominance that demands attention. However, true strength is quiet. It resides in the quiet determination to keep going, the steadfast resolve to face challenges without faltering, and the calm confidence that comes from knowing your worth and purpose. It's a kind of power that doesn't need to be shouted or displayed to be felt. Strong individuals understand that their strength lies not in how they appear to others, but in how they persevere and act with integrity, even when no one is watching. 9. Quiet determination is rooted in inner resilience. Strong people don't need external validation to push forward. Their motivation comes from within. They set their goals, work toward them diligently, and maintain focus despite distractions or setbacks. This type of strength isn't about instant gratification or dramatic gestures. It's about consistency and the willingness to show up every day, even when the journey is difficult. They understand that progress is often slow, and that true success is built on small, deliberate steps. This quiet strength is also evident in the way strong individuals handle adversity. They don't crumble under pressure or let challenges define them. Instead, they face difficulties head-on with a calm and measured approach. They know that life's storms are inevitable and that panicking or reacting impulsively will only make matters worse. By staying composed and thinking clearly, they are able to find solutions, adapt to changes, and move forward with confidence. Strong people are also deeply secure in who they are, which allows them to act with humility. They don't feel the need to prove themselves to others or compete for attention. They let their actions speak louder than their words, trusting that their character and work will shine through in time. This humility is a hallmark of their strength, as it takes far more courage to remain grounded and focused than to seek validation through external recognition. Another aspect of quiet determination is the ability to endure and persevere in the face of long-term challenges. Strong individuals don't give up easily. They understand that setbacks are part of the process, and that enduring through the tough times is what ultimately leads to growth and success. They trust in their ability to overcome obstacles and remain committed to their vision, no matter how difficult the journey may become. Ultimately, quiet strength is about grace under pressure, perseverance in the face of uncertainty, and an unwavering commitment to one's values and goals. Strong individuals demonstrate that true power doesn't have to be loud. It can be steady, composed, and deeply impactful. It's this quiet determination that allows them to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws their way. No matter what life throws their way, they resist the obstacles and adapt to the challenges that life throws their way anyway. In conclusion, strength is not defined by outward appearances or flashy displays of power. True strength lies in the quiet resilience of the human spirit, in the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace, dignity, and unwavering determination. Whether it's through emotional resilience, self-awareness, empathy, or the courage to set and enforce boundaries, each of us has the capacity to grow stronger every day. Adaptability allows us to weather the storms of life, while forgiveness frees us from the burdens of the past. A relentless drive for personal growth fuels our pursuit of greatness, and quiet determination propels us forward, even when the world around us seems uncertain. Fortunately, the greatest challenge of all is from within for success, not without continued failure. Ultimately, the strongest individuals are those who rise not by overpowering others, but by lifting themselves and those around them. They embrace challenges, remain grounded in their authenticity, and continue to push beyond their limits. True strength is quiet, steady, and enduring, and it's within each of us to cultivate and harness it. So as you walk through life, remember that strength is not always loud and visible. Vibration, sometimes the most powerful force, is the quiet, unshakable will to keep moving forward, to learn, to grow, and to rise again, no matter the obstacles in our way. In earning the respect of others, we have to be courageous enough to take the risk.